jobs right now. And yeah, here's the challenge bracket. Smash Attack 2. Someone else tried to post it as well. Thanks a lot for the assist, guys. Greatly appreciate it. All right, so where is Gohan? I see IQHQ Gohan. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming through. Hey, you want to have a seat with me for a minute? You been doing any of this game? Yeah, come help me out. By all means. Please tell Mr. Dakota gets here the Rapture. He's helping out with the tournament and stuff. Man, we haven't talked since Apex last year, huh? That's crazy. All right, so the first match is coming up. Give me a second. I'm going to give you the names, but this is Gohan from IQHQ. All right, and he's up against NSM's NickC. Should be interesting. So this is technically round 2 of winners because there was a play-in round. So let me adjust that on the stream for you guys. There was a play-in round this time, so pretty much everybody starts in round 2 of winners. All right, so Gohan's player 1, NickC's player 2. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, actually, I'm pleasantly surprised. I've seen a lot of Falcon in this version of the game. He was not very good, I think. In my opinion, at least. Yeah, actually, I saw Falcon versus Sheik at the last tournament. And, you know, before that matchup was even in the old days, pretty rough for Falcon. But watching Sheik have a hard time finishing off a Falcon player really made me rethink the matchup, definitely. And the Rapture Dakota working real hard, guys. Don't worry, he'll be joining you on commentary soon as he can figure out all this madness. There's so many people here. So many people here. And actually, the weather's horrible. People were trying to come from Jersey, and they could not attend because some of the bridges are closed due to ice and sleet and everything. Part of the D line, which is actually the train line that leads here, is down as well. So getting here by train is also a pain right now. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, NickC has really good spacing right now. It's making it difficult for Gohan to land solid hits. Yep. Get a chance to adjust. So tonight, for those wondering, we did use our own set of rules for the previous event, but since then, Apex has fully published their Smash 4 rules. So we're using the official Apex rule set tonight. Yeah, might as well. I mean, I want people to be able to practice for the real tournament, right? Okay. Nice. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Actually, there's another big event tonight, though. Is it Paragon 4? Is that the name of it? Yeah. Oh, that sounds awesome. Yep. Okay. Anyway, NickC took the first game there on Gohan. We'll see if he can make an adjustment. Yep. There's a lot of good players here watching this match. I see Ninja Link, and I wish I could remember his name, the Shulk player that we had last time. He's also here watching this match closely. Yeah, Mike Kirby got second last time, dude. He tried to Kirby side someone. It doesn't even work in this game. He still tries to do it. Oh yeah, I hear you.
Now Gohan really seeming to get smacked up by some of these like very mind game oriented moves here. You see how he throws out that knee, forces the air dodge out, immediately scoops up game 2. He really bullied him into that set. Wow. very impressive. And I mean, the last time I played Gohan, he was the one bullying me around.
Dude.
So
NickC, he made that second game really fast.
Whoa.
That was crazy.
And that's Falcon, though. Those are the Falcon Dittos. You know, they really, like, they can be great, but as good as they are, if a player gets an upper hand, yep, you'll see it. Exposure will happen.
All right, so next match is going to be coming up in a bit. Look, everybody's trying to look all nice and fancy for the stream. I see you guys.
Exactly. Got scarves broken out and whatnot. I like it.
All right. Oh, man. So anyway, Kuntail, how have you been, man?
I've been doing pretty well, man. I was on the real life grind, which is why I stepped away from commentary for a little bit. Got myself a new car, just about getting moved out of my house and whatnot. So stepping up on that big boy stuff, but now we're back here to enjoy our games and really get Dev back into this.
That's good. Good for you, dude. Hey, so Team CT, right? That's Clash Tournaments team.
Yes.
Are you still repping those guys?
As of right now, I am.
Okay.
I haven't heard anything different. I do have a couple other people talking to me, speaking to me. Smash4 is another game, so
it's
right
different. No, I got you. So as far as Team CT, right, and as far as what you know, how do you how is Team CT's response to Smash4, especially compared to Melee, where I know a lot of the CT guys are really strong?
Well, I know as of right now, a lot of the CT guys are very strong in this too. You have ESAM, who's been a dominant player throughout all of the Smash Brothers. Smash4 has been no question about that. You have Zero, yet again, another similar player who has managed to do exactly that. Just always be an unbelievable name. And even Mewtwo King, who's been catching a little bit of the body lately, but still making more than enough of a name for himself to keep people worried and threatened when they catch his name in bracket.
Fair enough. That's cool, man. That's good to hear. Because, you know, from someone like myself who's an outsider, you know, the main response that I see is people love Melee, of course. So Melee is the holy game of Smash, if you will, right? So the early response that I see is lots of people just saying, oh, I don't know if I'm feeling Smash4. Maybe I just want to go back to Melee or whatever. So because I see a lot of those sentiments out there, you know, I'm really interested to see what's going to happen in Smash4, especially at Apex this year, where there's 700 people, not as many as Melee, which has 1,000. That's ridiculous. I don't understand how there's 1,000 people playing that game still.
And
but
that's just hype generation,
man.
They do not play games when well, I mean, technically they're playing games, but they really don't when it comes down to entrances.
It's serious time, dude. All right, so we got our next matchup. You recognize any of these guys?
Yes, if I remember correctly, I believe that is one of the Scotty brothers as of right now, who were big Brawl players in Brawl. They were big Brawl players back during 08. If I remember correctly, that's Frank. I don't believe that's Shadow. That would be Snakee.
Oh, yep, you're right. You're right. Okay, so let's see if we can find where we are in the bracket.
And now he's representing Jersey, that's for sure. Yes. Jersey as one of the powerhouses of the tri-state area. Right now, New York has been standing up pretty well. Long Island has been horrifying, and Jersey's been standing up. New York, New Jersey, always the powerhouse of the Smash community.
So it looks like we have a Snakee versus YaBoiJonezee. Hopefully I said that right. At least that's how he has his tag.
And I love seeing all these new faces. You know, I've been at everything for a minute, but even there, you know, I know Gohan going in there, I would think Gohan had the upper hand. And, you know, he just got slapped up real quick. That's my favorite thing about when Smash just drops.
That's the thing about the new game. You can never tell who's going to be the best player. People have strong tactics that they think work, right? But until you really pit yourself against another player and show them all your best stuff, you don't really know who's the best yet.
And that's it. Matchup knowledge is still questionable in certain areas. Certain people breaking out new tech that hasn't even hit YouTube
you could think, oh, this move keeps out this character the entire time, and then magically they'll find the one thing that can counter. Or if I dodge at just the right time, then I can counter you back, and that's what's
cool about the set we're going to see here. Snakee was very present during 08-09 of Brawl, which was when the game just released, and he dominated the game with both Zero Suit Samus and Zelda, who later on was seen to be a very terrible low-tier character, but that was just it. He just
thought that Zelda was good, and that's what he played.
They didn't have the matchup knowledge, they didn't know the tricks yet, and it's just really one of those things where in the early ages of Smash Brothers, it's always, you know, very common with fighting games, with Smash Brothers specifically, there's so many tactics, so many options just not known by other players where they're just getting hit with it and not even knowing how to respond yet. So should be interesting. Now, Rosalina and Luma versus Pikachu. This is not a matchup I have seen very much of at all, so it should be interesting to see the way Pikachu goes about dealing with Rosalina and her puppet Luma.
So Snakee's on the player one side.
Seems to be sticking to pretty strong fundamentals here, holding good stage control right now.
So let me ask a weird question, since you've been playing this game a lot more than me. I'm just going to talk about old school mechanics and how they work in this game. So in the previous Smash games, depending on which controller port you were plugged into, that would determine where you start during the match.
Yes.
Is that still the case in this version?
I'd love to double check and see because I haven't really looked that much into it, but I would believe so because I know with Smash 4, a lot of the similarities from previous installments have been held on to, you know? Like, a lot of the stuff they didn't remove, they just kind of polished up and reworked in. I've seen a lot of top-level players talking about different similarities they still see present in the game.
Little tricks and tactics.
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, wow, that was a fast one from Snakee there.
Oh, goodness.
You got to be really careful. People, you know, one thing about this game I've noticed is that although they make it easier for you to get back from the ledge, your movement is still not as good. So you could still just die.
And the big thing is, too, is it's just like, you see it as of right now. In a two-stock format, you know, people get mad at it because they say that this is the problem with it. But I also love this because if you like that top-level play, you want to see players grinding, really making sure they're not making mistakes and whatnot. So that's what I've really grown to love is it ends quickly, but when those top-level guys get on here, you don't see those quick.
Grind out. I saw a couple of matches go to time over last time, and I did not think that was going to happen in a two-stock format, and sure enough, it did.
And that's what I'm saying. I always support hard work, effort, you know, like just keep the grind going. Always look into it, never give up, and that's what I want to see more of from the Smash community is that fight, that one. You see a lot in the Melee community where they could be down 3 stocks, 4 stocks. They still have no question in mind. They're going to make it in mind, and that's what I want to see in this. I know it's hard and it ain't easy, but nothing's ever easy in top-level fighting games.
That's competition. When you're talking about $2,500 in bonuses, 700 people, that's a lot of money to fight over.
And that's what it is, man. You know you're going to be fighting that guy top level who knows exactly what he needs to do to win his money. He could beat his friends with a lot of things, but he knows what he needs to do to win his money, and that's what I like to see people learning how to beat. And right off the bat here, we see a lot of Snakee with this puppet-esque character stylings that we've grown to see from Rosalina and Luma. It's so scary. You know, you knock Luma away, you think you're okay, but she's always got that spacing to kind of mess with you. And that secondary character, they say it's like Ice Climbers, but it can be a little bit scarier than Ice Climbers just because of the way that Luma's always...
His control of Luma is very scary right now. He's often attacking from angles where YaBoiJonezee has no chance of attacking back, but still has to deal with Luma pressure. And
you see it. He keeps going to that reset. He keeps having to step away from Luma. He can't keep the pressure there, and that's what I find so unreal about Rosalina and Luma. He's just slapping him right now.
He's baiting every tech, literally.
And you see it always, even in the playstyle of Rosalina and Luma, it just looks calm. It looks like they're chilling right now. Like, all right,
that works so much. Every time that happens.
And the dash attack is a mean setup. I've seen it. The Buzz uses it a lot. That's a very common thing amongst Rosalina and Luma. Luma's going to take a seat there.
Gone. All right, so YaBoiJonezee has a chance here. Okay, side throw.
And now Rosalina loses a lot of strength once Luma's gone because Luma's the one that hits like a Mack truck. But being at 100, you know, 30-some-odd% ain't going to be keeping you safe.
Okay. That is it.
Here we go, tearing through bracket now. Matches after matches.
There's Vinny, famous Ice Climbers player. He's there.
That's my boy Vinny. Always. I just drove him in here. We got the car parked up on the side. A little late.
Cool.
But yeah, Vinny's been a good friend of mine. I've been on him.
I'm excited to see what he's going to do this year at Apex, that's for sure.
He in this game is scarier than I've ever seen him. The man is so on point. He takes IQHQ to another level over there. He's made other top-level players already pull their hair out over trying to figure him out. And he sat down in the car with me today and said, you know what? As of right now, I feel like I'm one of the top players in this game. And it wasn't being cocky. He was like, I feel like I'm playing well
doing
enough.
Good right now. I understand that feeling, man. I know where he's coming from with that.
I was happy to see that because back in Brawl days, we had a lot of battles of anxiety and trying to figure out where he sat, how he felt about things. This game, he's real gung-ho, real confident. I like that. That eye of the tiger. And please, while I got a moment right now, Spooky, as always, I'd love to just shout out this stream and everything. I love getting a chance to be on here. I got a lot of friends in the FGC, and they hear I'm on Spooky, and I kid you not, man, these guys are sitting over there like, no, you're not. You're joking right now. I'm like, yo, tune in real quick. I ain't messing around. My boy Spooky's casting and holding it down too with me.
That's cool, man. Thanks, I appreciate that. But yeah, if you got anybody that you want to shout out, feel free while you're here. Especially all the Smash boys.
The one person I want to shout out specifically that is a little bit more of an FGC member, his name is Ultimate Warrior. He plays Ken in Street Fighter 4. He stops by here every once in a while.
That's cool. I know him, actually. He's entered Battle Circuit before.
Yeah, that's my boy Cliff, and he's been like family to me. But his cousin has been working actually on a documentary over getting involved in the FGC, what it's like being an average player. And my boy Cliff went to EVO 2 years in a row, and they've been working on this documentary.
That's amazing.
They just did a teaser trailer for it. So if I get a chance to get the link, I'll definitely pop that off.
Yeah, sure if you know
that.
the link, tell me. I can always put it in the chat for you.
Yeah, man, because it's really impressive. His cousin's a full-on film major. Editing quality, everything is spot on.
That's
it catches
amazing.
the hype of Evo so well.
Yeah, I really enjoyed watching I Got Next, which was by a good friend of mine, Ian Cofino.
Yes.
And, you know, that was when he was still studying film work, but he made that documentary look exceptional. So that's cool to see that someone else is working on a similar project.
And I love it, too, because after we got the Smash Brothers documentary, we got that real deal feel of what it's like to have a full-on, you know, get your gaming community documentary. It's awesome because it gives so many people that look in that they don't realize. You know, you're sitting at home playing Street Fighter, Smash, whatever it is, you don't realize what goes into it, what the atmosphere is, what it feels like. It's just, it's too much. It's like taking it out of my head, giving it to somebody else.
Yep. All right, so we do have a match lined up. I think a player is missing. See if I can figure it out.
Yeah, Vinny looked like he was going to sit down a moment ago, but maybe he wasn't playing just yet.
Maybe, or he might be playing on a different setup. I'm not
that
sure
could be
what's
true.
up.
That
All
could
right.
be true.
I'll try and figure it out. I'll be right back.
No problem. I'll hold it down for you, Spooky. And what up to everybody in chat? It's nice to see y'all again. It's been a hot minute. I'm up here looking white as always. Oh, man. This is hype, though. We got the projector working. Oh! Oh! Hold on 1 second. You're back! He's back! And for everyone who's seeing this man pop up on the stream right now, this is the legend. He's been a legend in multiple iterations of Smash Brothers. That is Jash. Don't fool yourself. You know it is. About to lay it down. You already know what character he's going to pick.
I like how you're already giving Jash an introduction before I got back. I was just about to tell you.
Dude, that's my dude right there. I've seen him when I went to MLG 06 tearing it up with Young Link when I got my start in Smash Brothers.
He plays Young Link? Oh, okay, that's ridiculous. Come on now.
And then when he was, yeah, right, exactly. Then Brawl, I got a chance to play against him and was still blown away. Then he stepped away for a minute, and here we are, Smash 4. There it is, that Jash. You know it.
All right.
And if you know anything about Jash, this man is a combo monstrosity. He is going to make sure that he gives you the highlight video you want to see.
All right, so Jash is going to be on the player one side, I assume, as Toon Link, up against Mega Man from Black Sheep.
And now Mega Man's been pretty popular over here in the New York City area.
Mega Man from Ninja Link won the first tournament in Smash Attack.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it was really impressive. I saw some things that I did not expect from Mega Man, including lots of use of that glitch where he can, I forget how it works specifically, where he can still use two of his items at once.
Yes, yeah. I have seen some of that too, and that is Ninja Link, as always, breaking out crazy tech.
Yeah.
Mastering it in no time.
And basically, Ninja Link showed it a lot with the Metal Blade especially, where he would pull out the Metal Blade and decide, oh, I don't need this right now, and pull out another item and then go back to it later.
Yeah, Ninja Link, as always, another person who's worked pretty steadily with Jash. Jash always well knowledgeable in all the tricksies and what's going on, and his follow-up game is always so strong. Now, Mega Man hasn't given him a chance to breathe yet, but Jash, as always, just plucking his way on the lead. Oh, yeah.
By quite a bit, and they've been trading items pretty much this entire first stock so far.
Oh man, and they had
nice
that
DI there.
They have that real close-up fighting style too. When they get real close, you see it. It's like pixels just missing right there, just every single time. So I'm liking the spacing we're seeing in this fight. Two players who definitely getting their lab work on.
He tried the chain.
Ooh, and that was very smart. It was just an air
that was
dodge
good
from
placement
Jash.
on the bomb.
Exactly.
Oh my god, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, a little bit of that rage up air from Toon Link. Ooh, and a little double throw there. That's Jash as always. Give him bombs, and this man is over here making magic. But Mega Man, never a slouch, you know, one up tilt away from making it. Toon Link definitely in kill range, but Jash back to old school ways.
I'm really impressed with the placement on his items. He's not just aiming the bombs well, but then he's aiming follow-up items behind it really well.
And you just see it. The pressure on shield, even when he's almost a full stage away, is so real from those projectiles. And as I always talk about, residual damage. That's going to be what loses you this game. Getting those tacks over time without getting your tack, you know, your footsies back, you're going to lose the game because of that.
Nice bait.
Most certainly. Single hit F smash. Ooh.
Wow, that comboed, by the way.
Yes, definitely. And you see it, the sniper right now.
And so much pressure on the ledge.
Oh, and I like this new little bomb tech he's got going on over here too. Never gives it a moment to actually hit the ground.
Wow, more money coming into the pot, guys. That's amazing. That pot has got to be pretty significant by now. There's a $100 pop bonus, by the way, as well.
Ooh,
Brought to you by the sponsors tonight.
There we go. We're going to have some people fighting right now. And, ooh, Mega Man managing to catch Jash right as he popped up over the ledge there. Wasn't expecting that. And there's that up air yet again.
Wow. So Jash got him.
Definitely
on
got
his
him.
first stock still.
And interesting to see what I always like seeing the first time I get a chance to. Or I always like getting to see Jash play for the first time because every game he's got something new going on. Right there, you saw it. He was able to throw the bomb, re-grab it multiple times. The number of baits, the number of intimidation factors you're gonna have going on there. I can already see. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm definitely impressed by what I've seen so far. Let's see what happens in the next one.
Now, if I was Sheep, what I would be really working on would be trying to minimize my shield game right now. I know it's hard against Jash, but if you can get a better aerial strength or get more evasive and not give him that shield play, you take a lot away from Jash. But when you put that shield up against him, he will consistently pressure it, and that's where that residual damage comes from, because you try and run away from it.
This stage is allowed on the stage list now, thanks to popular demand.
Yes.
Thanks, Apex. I'm very happy that we can have this stage, because the stage is awesome.
This stage still catches me off guard. I was over at IQHQ and they played this on me, and I was like, haha, very funny. And they're like, no, this is legal.
This is a legal stage. Yep.
Caught me sleeping. Oh, man. And always the infamous Duck Hunt dog laughing. Love it. See, now here we go. This is what I like to see. We catch Sheep getting a little bit more of the distance, going back and forth, getting his footsies in. Game is still pretty even as of right now.
He's got to be careful with those up smashes. He's been getting baited a lot, actually.
Especially Mega Man 2. They're
there
great.
We go.
Great at a shield, great as a good reactive tool, but if just throwing it out there, you will get punished.
Nice combo.
Most certainly.
He's so good with the charge slash.
And Jash
Sorry, this must be stuff that you see all the time, but to me, who's still new to this, I'm really impressed.
I know, it's cool, because you know what? It's a new game, so even if I've seen it so much, it's always different. It's always interesting to see how it slightly differs. What makes it go on, what makes it happen. It's just, I'm always observant. I've been out of the game for a minute, so as much as you're sitting here watching Spooky, there's enough I'm sitting here trying to keep my eye on.
Nice.
Now Jash finally starting to walk away with a little bit of this lead as of right now. Manages to secure that kill real well. And now we're starting to see that Jash tech. The B reversed arrows, those bombs all over the place, hiding in the bushes. Look at this man.
Man, actually, whenever Black Sheep has gotten close, he hasn't been able to use his faster normals to attack Jash very well because Jash has had great reactions whenever Black Sheep has gotten close.
And that's what it really is. You know, Pierce and a couple other big name commentators talk about micro spacing, and some people don't like to talk into it, but really talking about that pixel spacing and that real up close, just managing to duck out of the way. It's Jash's Mega Man knowledge is showing because he's always just out of the way of the jabs. Very rarely is he getting hit by these saws,
pellets,
and these missiles.
And base saber. And these are projectiles that you expect to get hit by this stuff a lot of the time, but
certainly.
Jash is using both quick evasion and beating him to the punch, like that right there.
Exactly. And just catches Sheep overcommitting without even expecting it. You know, Sheep's over here just trying to think he's doing regular gameplay, but Jash has got him in the palm of his hand without him even knowing. And here we go, a little bit of that close spacing.
Cut the bird.
Yep. The dog makes the background entirely, too. Like, you just get that big old smirk every single time, too.
All right, good shield there.
Yeah,
Ooh.
definitely a good shield. Jash did not get a chance to capitalize on that bomb, and I'm still not over that bomb tech he's got going right now. So nimble, so quick. There's 2 bombs on the stage every single time. And for another projectile-oriented character like Mega Man, that's got to be frustrating because bombs ain't always the easiest thing to deal with in that cover an area, so you don't get that same runaway game that Jash gets.
That was really impressive.
Yep. Always in outstanding fashion. That man, always with a smile on his face, the best attitude, too. Only thing that ever seemed to get him down was Meta Knight, and that's because Meta Knight was kind of dumb.
It was
like, being realistic, man.
I mean, I saw lots of Meta Knight. That's all I can say about that one.
Yeah, you can't really hide from it. Not at all.
All right. So real quick, I want to talk about the sponsors tonight. Thanks to these guys, we got $100 in bonuses tonight that's being spread among the top 3. So first up, we have Dynamic Custom Beatworks. These guys make custom Perler sprites based on your favorite anime, video games, manga, whatever you want. Yes, they do make Nintendo stuff too, so if you like that stuff, feel free to ask them for it on dynamicbeatworks.com. And you can take 20% off everything, both the pre-made and their custom stuff. Just use the code SMASHATTACK.
20%, there you go. Giving you a real coupon, not hitting you with that 5 to 10%. Get you with that GameStop. Nope. And
talking about Apex, we were talking about them a little bit before, but these are the official pop bonuses for Apex 2015. Now, you cannot sign up for Melee and Smash 4 anymore. You had to pre-register for that stuff, so you missed the boat. Sorry, guys, if you missed it. It's your fault. I even tried to tell you about it. Sorry, guys.
If you ain't listening to Spooky, you're doing something wrong.
But the good news is you can still sign up on site on Friday for Street Fighter 4, which, mind you, has the same pop bonus as the big games at Apex, Melee, and Smash 4.
Most definitely.
You can also sign up for Guilty Gear. You'd be a fool not to. Even I'm entering this Guilty Gear tournament because I'm not stupid. That's a lot of money.
Exactly.
Okay? Marvel 3 has a pop bonus, Smash 64, KI, Brawl, and Pokemon. So some of this stuff you can still enter on Friday at Apex. Make sure to come check it out with us, guys.
And look at the totals on that money real quick, guys.
Dude,
come on. That's a lot of money.
All right, so before we go on to the next match, I also want to get out to Adark, who's also providing a part of the pop bonus tonight. These guys sell sticks and custom parts on their site. They also sell the Quanba Dual Modded Series. These are sticks that work for both PS3 and for 360. If you're interested, check them out, adark.com, and you can also use the coupon code you see on your screen. And much love to Adark, of course, for helping us out, supporting.
Yeah, and throwing in pop bonuses, always a wonderful thing.
Yeah, dude. They also have an Amazon store, so if you have Amazon Prime, you don't have to get that expensive shipping on your stick. You can get Prime shipping.
There you
go. So just go to the Amazon Prime store, and even on Amazon Prime, you can get a discount. Just use the code PRIME10X.
They need someone to get one of those drones to airdrop them their stick in,
just drop the stick. That might be kind of dangerous, but I think it would be awesome, right?
That would be awesome.
You come in and
that's what it is.
Backpack stick or whatever just lands
Showing
in front
up to
of you.
a tournament or something like that, get the drone to drop it right at the front door, like, oh, sticks here, let me unwrap it real quick. Shout outs to Amazon.
Yep. Shout outs to Little Evil in the chat. What's up, Little Evil? How are you? All right, so the next match is coming up. You can see there's quite a few people here. Some are engaged in their matches during tournament.
Yep.
Let's see if we can get a little view of what's happened in the bracket so far.
Get that bracket update real quick.
Let's see. So what has happened? Not everything's updated yet. Looks like they're still working on it. Let me try refreshing this.
Yep.
Oh yeah, not everything's updated yet, but we do have some matches have happened already.
Okay.
Let's see. Zuni Nukaza has made it up here. Snakee, we watched this match.
That we saw right there. We're still waiting to see what's going on with Rapture. Nonetheless, he's waiting.
Yep. Let's see. NickC will have to fight JoJo.
Yep. Okay.
There's Shadow Star. Got pretty far so far. The Will has to fight Jash. That actually will probably be a really good match, potentially.
Oh, they got DA versus DA. Oh, man. That's going to be too good.
All right, there's Max. All right, so it looks like Juice Max is going to come join us in a second. Let me give him a headset so he can jump on with you guys.
Please.
Come on in, Max, if you're ready, bro.
Let him get his chair in here.
Yep.
One of my favorite casting partners.
All right, guys. You guys have fun. I'll be on the third mic with you if you need anything. So if you need the bracket or whatever, just ask me and I'll give you guys what you need. Here you go, fellas.
Now we got that full nostalgia the last time we were back on these mics.
Yes, Apex 2014 throwback right now.
Yes, Choose Doom, it's a pleasure to be back on here with you again, sir.
How's it going, man? I haven't seen you in quite a while, and...
Oh, I've been slumbering, I've been napping, as I said, leaving all you guys to tear it up for me.
I also haven't seen this man NC in a while. I actually went to school with him first semester at NYU. This guy, he's a solid Melee Marvel player, and I'm excited to see what he can bring to the table in Smash 4. Whereas his opponent, using the tag JoJo, not sure who this guy is, so definitely two players who I have not seen at all in tournament. It's always exciting when that happens.
I agree entirely. Now, I didn't get a chance to see JoJo, but we did get a chance to see NC actually take out or knock Gohan into loser's bracket just before.
In Falcon mirrors?
Yes.
No way.
And
Gohan.
Game 2 was an absolute shutout. It would end in, I'd say, less than 30 seconds.
Wow, Gohan has been in on such a rise lately.
Yes.
And NickC, okay, yeah, from NYU. This is really exciting to see. He got kind of demolished on his first stock by Zero Suit Samus, but now he's making this comeback. I feel like this matchup is very solid for Captain Falcon.
And I really like the way that NC tries to bait things out. He's got that awesome Captain Falcon play style right now.
Yeah, he's charging a lot of smashes, trying to catch rolls and dodges. I really like that. You kind of have to go for that warrior spirit kind of Falcon play.
Especially in this game with that raw kill power Falcon has.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, his opponent Zero Suit has just been playing this hit and go kind of game. He's got the stock lead. He doesn't need to commit too much. Just pops him up, waits for a landing trap. Perfect shield grab there.
And as of right now, we always like to joke around, but this is that extra right now. And this might even equate out into a kill, but Zero Suit Samus closed out first stock, but a knee. That Neato. Woo!
I love seeing that, man. That's
Of course, and they get that glory mode on it too. You get the slow-mo and everything. Like, yep, that's a knee. It's happening. It's going. You're dead.
The freeze frames are real in this game on so many attacks too. Nice pivot grab, catching the roll, using Falcon speed to full advantage.
And that speed right there just got him all the way back in the game. There's only a 10% differential, so NC bringing it all the way back.
Man, that first stock was pretty unfortunate. Falcon has a lot of trouble getting out of those Zero Suit up air strings.
Most definitely.
But now that he's had a little more time to play against JoJo in the neutral, it's coming out pretty much in his favor.
Oh, that could be it.
Oh, stomped him back air. One of Falcon's not really bread and butters because you can dodge or jump out of it, but it's still a really good setup.
Covers space pretty darn well. Always can intimidate.
Oh, that was beautiful.
And NC really, really getting in the head towards the end of that game. Took the first stock, let it roll a little bit, got a chance to evolve, and then all of a sudden those whiffed, charge smashes we saw earlier in the round started connecting.
This man is what we call a conditioning-based player.
Yes.
He will go for things that look pretty obvious at first, just so you get scared of those obvious things. Then at the end, it's like, oh, he went for Nair 1. Most Falcons will grab after that, right?
Yep.
So let me spot dodge. No, charging up the people's elbow and just letting loose on his face. That was amazing, man.
And that's always why a player like that can do so well, especially in a game like Smash 4 right now with that 2-stock format. Evolution is so important, and you catch a player sleeping at the wheel just once, you only have one more life to work with. So, as always,
very intense format.
I love the format just because of the fact that we should be striving to play picture perfect, not make excuses about it, and I love to see it.
Right.
So, now,
oh, the Falcon mirror coming out.
and I've grown to love the way that Falcon seems to draw out Falcon, barring the top end of bracket. And some of the smaller portions of bracket, you see it. Someone goes Falcon, lays in an ass whooping, someone else breaks out Falcon. So I adore it.
Oh my god, they're just going for Falcon punches at this point.
And the hype is so real. As you see it, legs flying everywhere. Falcon punches, body parts. It wouldn't be a Falcon Ditto if it wasn't insanity.
NickC taking full advantage of his opponent's tendency to roll and spot dodge, and look at that.
Oh man, and they're just absolutely fantastic. I love them. I love that so much in this game. Watching Falcon just get intimidation factor out of wall jumping while still having double jump. So ridiculous.
You air dodge at the wrong time, and Falcon can kill you at 50, 60% in this game.
Real easy too. God forbid rage gets factored in there.
And right now, just the battle of the ground here, but NickC with a very strong advantage, repping the Blood Falcon.
Yep.
The main character over here, JoJo, struggling on this bizarre adventure.
And that's the hardest part. If you don't start off with a Falcon Ditto, you could lose a little bit of that steam against the Falcon, and I think that's the scariest thing you could possibly lose against the Falcon, is that little head of steam you have going.
He's got a down throw, chance to set up. Oh no, JoJo just landing safely.
Now this is very interesting, especially having someone like you on the mic.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh
and
my god.
He didn't even get a chance to take the life off NC. NC, part of a double spike, and still manages to hold that stock, so the 2-stock did occur.
Yo, that was beautiful.
Could you imagine if like grand finals ended that way and it was just full blown like we don't know what happened?
That was the most badass way to close out a game, possibly in Smash history. Double Falcon spikes, like that's like a trading knee
And
moment
that,
too, you know?
That's what it is though. That's the hype of Falcon.
Did you just see that, Dakota?
Oh.
Did you see that?
Falcon.
I'll tell you later. Double Falcon spike.
Simultaneously.
It was beautiful.
Now
I shed a tear.
Dakota over here, just like, that's great, we're shoving money in the envelope. To all these guys looking for money, Dakota's the man you want to talk to right now because he's shoving money in that envelope.
Yep. Oh, the tournament organizer now stepping up to the plate. This is the Rapture. Mario / Little Mac main. He's pretty much dropped Little Mac.
I love seeing him with all that hair too. It reminds me of Shaun White if he was a blonde. It's priceless. I used to have hair like that.
Dakota's hair is definitely pretty majestic. He's got that lion's mane going on. And the Ridley hat too. I feel like he just like leaned back to show off the Ridley underneath the brim of his hat.
Of course he did. He's still holding that salt from Ridley not being in the game, so does what he can.
His opponent desperately trying to enter a tag, but it's either already entered or the list is full. Hearing some error messages.
Those sad noises we know all too well from